Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Guys, want to welcome you to my channel if you're new. This is going to be, I got a lot to cover and I hope I just don't jump all around, but this should be a good video, people. I'm going to try to wrap up Christopher Mitchell's latest sales pitch, sob story, and his big mastermind discovery. 41 minutes and 55 seconds of utter BS. Guys, get comfortable. If you need to pause the video to get your Coke, something to drink. I don't know how long this video is going to be. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you ways to invest in yourself. Take it for what it's worth. You're not in my inner circle, and it's absolutely free. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. Got so much to cover. Let's talk about Christopher Mitchell. You know, you guys love the content, love to have this. I mean, I did fast forward to some of this. I mean, the biggest part of this video is he never tells who the people are, what the group is. It's some big secret. We love secrets. But I'm going to try to elaborate on some of this stuff and give out some awards, give out some facts, and just tell you what I think of this whole charade. So what does he do? He uses his MLM scamming 101 to the utter T in this video. He gets a golden globe for this one. This Christopher, good job. If you're a real idiot, and let me go ahead and elaborate on the two idiots, Brandon, let's go, Brandon, and Sam and Brandon. Idiots of the Year award. You get one of these two guys, inner circle. Two of you guys paid this person, Christopher Mitchell, $500 to be in his mastermind. Wow. Out of the 26, you other 24 people, come on over, hit up the subscribe button, introduce yourself. I'll give you a big shout out, and I think you guys are being able to break away from this idiot that y'all decided to join. Guys, all you inner circle people, come over here and tell me some good stories that are going on over there. I have so many of you guys flocking over, leaving me messages. Christopher Mitchell, they're not loyal to you. You're a joke. But let's get into the same old sob story. Oh my God, the mother died when he was 9. Oh my God, are we gonna have to listen to that? The dad, the abusive dad that kicked him out. I don't know if y'all heard the slip up. Whether it's true or not doesn't really matter. But when you talk about a video, he sets the table. You know, Christopher Mitchell is one of these pitchers that goes 3 1/3. You know, he's cruising all along, and boom, all of a sudden he gives up 7 1/3, knocked out of the game. You know, he just cannot pitch a complete game. You know, he just can't. Did y'all see the slip up in the video? This is what I take of the slip up. The dad divorced the mother. The good old mom. But no, the abusive dad who's abusive and is a total loser divorces the mom. Can understand if the mom, who's a saint, divorces the dad, but no. So anyway, kind of found that interesting. Doesn't matter in the whole grand scheme of things, but could care less. But he always slips up. He gives up the bomb and he gets chased out of the game. But same old sob story. He set that table for probably 10 minutes. You know, let's play on these people's emotions so you guys can be like me. I got this New York Giants jersey on for some symbolism. I'll get to that later in the video. Because I'm just going to give you my take on everything, because this was a lot to take in. You know, this was an MLM meeting at its finest today. These are all the skills he acquired by not having a job his whole life. He perfected the MLM industry. $99 for all you cheap people, $1,200 a year to be in his inner circle. Christopher Mitchell lays out $18K. So easy to do, but he doesn't want to show you the mastermind group because he never said it in the video. Be proud of the group. Why should you be embarrassed to say the name? Okay? 18K, and he doesn't mention any name, yet 2 people, let's go Brandon and Sam, signed up to be on his little $500 thing. But, you know, he doesn't need to charge you anything. You know, he's a millionaire. A millionaire, you know, was pawn shop payday loans to millionaire. That's another video. That's a good one. Payday, pawn shop, stone cold broke, boom. Mysteriously, this guy during the pandemic is just making in the money. Now 100 grand isn't enough. He's got to bump it up to 250K. In itself is a lie. So look at me. You know, look at me. Everybody, you know, he preys upon that. Look at me. I'm doing something bigger and better with my life. Everything's about downing you, downing your job to make himself look better. You know, the same old stuff. You know, his private inner circle, he manifests things. He manifests his luck. It was just, he just booked two plane tickets last minute. And then he's taking 70-year-old people around, walking them around Vegas instead of grabbing a cab, but he's grabbing last minute plane tickets. You know, we talk about Brandon and Sam. Y'all do get the Idiots of the Year award. You know, you guys ought to request a refund because you're not going to get anything for $500. You're not going to get your money back. Look, he has no business plan. He has no business model. His model is taking you to a casino or going online and gambling. There's your business model. How you attain it, whether you play the outer section of the roulette table or the red or black. I mean, I don't know how much more easier it gets. Those are the best odds, and hopefully you get on a streak and get up and leave. Don't lose your bankroll. You know, he says something that everybody says in MLM. He says so many things. Excuses is just a well-planned lie. You know, that may be true, but what's that supposed to do to you out there watching a YouTube video, watching some guy that's lied his whole entire life? Documentation beats conversation. He can't do simple math. He can't do anything. The only thing he's trying to do is get y'all's money and put it in his bank account. You know, he talks about this group. Christopher, I'm sure as much editing skills as you have, you could show us the $18,000 transfer. And it's not taking the money out of the bank, but you know where it got sent to. You could show us all that. This isn't secrets. This isn't a big secret. You can share who it's with. You know, let's talk about, gosh, I lost my train of thought. Okay, let's talk about the said mastermind groups. Mastermind groups are nothing new. There's many of them. What they do is they charge outrageous amounts of money to be in this group, to meet anywhere between 1, 2, or 3 times a year someplace. It's in one of his private homes. Big deal. 18 grand to be in a group. You know, maybe that doesn't sound outrageous, but if you watched my last video, what did I say that scammers do? They get scammed by other people. Think about what I said in my last video. Christopher Mitchell's a small little nothing in this whole world of MLM, YouTube, and trying to reel in suckers. But what do? He gets scammed. He's not going to get anything from that $18,000. Let me tell you something. When he gets down there to their residence, if it's true, he's gonna get scammed. But a scammer will never admit they've been scammed. He'll just write it off or try to repackage what he heard and try to, you know, he doesn't have the capital to do what these mastermind groups have. He doesn't have it. You know, he rents a condo, for crying out loud. Think about it. He rents a condo. He doesn't live a millionaire. Just before he got that Gap Insurance Lexus, meaning he didn't put enough down or put enough money. Show us the clean title to that, Christopher. That should have been paid off with your first $50,000 you made in 1 month. Show us that clean title. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You know, the biggest thing millionaires do is they don't acquire car debt. They don't acquire interest. You know, think about that. Show us the clean title, you know, and just say, man, I screwed up by saying Gap Insurance. Golly. Show us the clean title, because if I got 100 grand in 1 month, you know, all cash, putting them in my account, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go pay off my debt. I don't need a car payment. Hell, I don't want, you know, I'm going to look at ways to, you know, pay off my credit card bills and pay off my car payments and whatever else. You know, he doesn't have a whole lot of assets so that he shows. So we'll get into the New York Giants shirt. You know, he says, you know, he thinks he's slick, and you know, Tom Brady, he lost three quarterbacks beat him. Eli Manning twice, and Nick Foles. Could be wrong. Maybe there was others, but I'm guessing Eli Manning 2 times beat Tom Brady, and Nick Foles on the Eagles beat him once. So I'm going to guess this MVP quarterback that he met was Eli Manning of the New York Giants. That's who I'm guessing it was. So this is the symbolism, in case y'all didn't see it. So we got the MVP quarterback. You know, that doesn't tell me a whole lot about, you know, Eli Manning's net worth. I have no idea. I'll throw a number off the top of my head, over north of $200 million net worth, maybe more. You know, maybe I'm low, maybe I'm not. Maybe with endorsements it's way over that. Doesn't matter. We're comparing a guy with substantial generational, multi-generational wealth, as long as it doesn't get squandered by a family member, to Christopher Mitchell's bag of lies and tricks and deceit. That's all he does. That's all Christopher Mitchell does, is try to, you know, play this role of like he's going to help you. He's not helping you at all, because Eli Manning's not going to help him, and these other people are going to see right through him. When they get to these groups, they're going to, you know, he's going to have to tell a little bit about himself. He's a YouTuber and a what? Can't even use the word professional gambler. You know, they're going to see that these guys ain't stupid. You know, they're going to say, oh man, this dude's a scam artist. How did he get the money? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll take his money, you know, and we'll just use it for what it is. So they're not going to give him anything to share with his inner circle. And guys that are in this inner circle, ask yourself this question. You're not going to have, that's why Christopher Mitchell in this video always told you about people telling you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. Guys, if you are in his inner circle, you're not in the club of Eli Manning and his inner circle, okay? That's why they have many different inner circles. If you're stupid enough to pay the $18K, which Christopher Mitchell says he has, and he's going to repackage that to you guys aren't going to have the ability to even use 1 ounce of that. You don't have the capital, you don't have the brains, and you're never going to have the opportunity, because a lot of these opportunities are given to you by these said people. And guess what? Eli Manning, he's probably lost more money than that whole inner circle is going to make in a lifetime, just what he has lost on investments, whatever it is that. So just understand, when you hear the term mastermind, investors or groups, that's a scam, people. It's just another scam at a higher level. You know, I promise you, it's a scam at a higher level. They're going to take way more money a lot quicker than his 99. Hell, be honest with you, the $99 Christopher Mitchell Facebook looks like a bargain compared to the $18K that you got to put up, and you're never going to get those deals offered. I promise you. You got to come with something. You're just not going to tag along, come in there, and they're going to say, here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. We're going to let you ride a coattail. Trust me, you'll never see those people or hear from those people again. It's probably a 1-time or 2-time deal only. That's my opinion. I've never been, but I have been in groups. And what people say when they get you to come into these groups is one thing. How they perform and treat you, there's always other different levels in these groups. I don't care what group it is. I promise you, I'm not going to call people out. I'm not going to sit there and embarrass groups and people. But let me tell you, you get into a group, to get to that next big deal, you got to come up with another $20 or $30 or $40,000. That's facts. And then if you want to get to the next higher group, you got to pay more money. And then you got to have the capital to perform at that level. So if you don't have the capital to perform at the 2nd and 3rd tier, these mastermind groups or these investment groups or whatever groups you have, you're never going to be included. I promise you that. I've seen it firsthand. So these mastermind groups are just bigger scams, and the little scam artist got played by a bigger scam artist. I'm not calling Eli Manning a scammer. He's probably a spokesperson. He probably doesn't have to put up nothing. He's a big fish in the whole thing. You know, a lot of these celebrities and these athletes are shills just to invite you in to make it look good. They actually probably get paid. Why would Eli put up anything to bring in Christopher Mitchell and invite him in? You know, $18,000 to that family is nothing. And I say that, the Manning family, that's nothing. So, I mean, Christopher Mitchell's making it sound like, oh my God, I'm in this elite group. So we talked about Eli Manning. That's who I think it is. I don't believe it's Nick Foles, the other quarterback that beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So I'm going to believe it's Eli Manning. This is a guess. This is a hunch. Maybe you're totally wrong. Could be totally wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll make a new video. How do you like that? But Eli Manning, if you just do simple 10-minute research, you know, he joined a private equity group, partnered with, what's the name of that group? Brand Velocity Partners, BVP. I just can't think of the name. But he's a spokesperson, and you know, they have consumer goods. You can Google and search out Eli Manning's partnership with investments and stuff. You know, he has so many different so many different companies that he represents. I couldn't say, but that's just in a quick video to respond to his MVP quarterback and his group, the Mastermind group. But let's understand, when he says Mastermind group, that's a phrase, a group, but there's many different people that use that. Now Christopher's using it for his Mastermind group. I don't know if it's a copyrighted name. I really don't know, but there's so many different groups like this. And all it is a new way to scam people out of their money, give them something, some hope, get the big, you know what, I've seen this. Let me tell you something. 18K to be in that group. I've seen bigger groups that wanted more money than 18K. I'm not trying to one up Christopher. That's fact. It's fact. And guess what? What I said to him, I can't do that. You know, I can't do that. You know why I can't do it? Because I don't see the benefit of that. And what does Christopher Mitchell do in his videos? Oh, y'all are all going to pass. You're going to say, you're crazy, Christopher. You're crazy, Christopher. You're crazy, Christopher. No, because I did way more research. He did this spontaneous. That's what all MLM people want you to do at the end of the night. It's got to be now, act now. Just like buying a timeshare. Act now. Let me get your money. And that's what Christopher's about. You know, he plays this game. Anybody who doesn't let you go home, think about it. You got to act now. Trust me, you probably walked away from a bad deal, because this spontaneous stuff, we got record high inflation spiraling out of control, gas prices going crazy, all kinds of uncertainty in the world, and he's joining some stupid mastermind group. Good for you, Christopher. Show that's really the facts, and then show us. I'm just trying to protect you guys. That's all I'm telling you. So don't listen to a bunch of hot wind coming out of Christopher Mitchell. He uses every phrase, and he's a way better speaker than me. Way better speaker than me. That's how he wins over people like Brandon and Sam. It only took 2 suckers, made $1,000 according to his numbers. If it's even true. Brandon and Sam, get your money back if this is even true. The rest of you guys in the inner circle, be glad you passed on it. You didn't miss anything. Let's just talk real quickly about these mastermind groups. When you get in and they pitch what they're going to try to help you with, they're going to boost you up to something else that you cannot afford. Yeah, he might afford the 18K to be there, because that's what Christopher Mitchell's about. If it's true, which I don't necessarily believe it's true, but if it's true, you know, he just wants to rub elbows. He figures worst case scenario, Stacy, we had a good time. We met some cool people. Which he never said either name who he's met, but I'm going to guess, you know, he's not going to tell us. It's also secret. That's another scary thing. If you can't tell us what it's about, who it's with, and the names of people, I figured it out on my own with the quarterback thing, and maybe I'm wrong. He did say MVP quarterback. There was only 2, so it's a 50-50 shot, and I don't believe Nick Foles. He's still playing. Eli's retired, so that's my pick. As far as the other malarkey this guy Christopher Mitchell said about spontaneous and why it happened, let me tell you why it happened, Christopher, because you're all about hype, you're all about your ego, and you're all about trying to drive a quick sale, just like you do at MLM. You don't want these people to go home and think about it. Just like you said, you're going to go talk to your friends. They're going to tell you it's stupid. They're going to tell you this. You're right. They're going to talk some sense into you people. You know, there's nothing good. Let's just say this. Everybody out there, there may be, I can't say because I don't know you guys personally. If you guys got $18,000 to blow on a mastermind group, you guys can do a lot better on your own. That's how I looked at it when I was invited into these groups that wanted 20K. I looked at them like those emoji faces, you know, like, what the hell? I ain't doing that. Miss Jackpot's sure not going to let me do that. She's going to think we're going to get in the car. That wasn't a good idea. You know, that's the truth. And we're going to talk about it. Plus, I would never make a quick decision like that without going home and talking about it. So I'm just joking about all that. But, you know, it's funny. I'm going to tell you about $20,000 investments into groups like that. I'm on record as saying I've never done it and I never would do that. But I've gone out to some cocktail parties and get-togethers. Miss Jackpot's standing there with me. And let me tell you something. I'm one to say what I feel, you know, and probably not the best thing, but I tell people, you know, when we're at these places, who the hell would give these people 20K to be in their second tier or their inner circle or their 20? And they, guess what? The two people I'm talking about did it. So I'm like, oh crap. And then the next people, they did it. So there's a lot of people out there that are doing it. I'm just saying I'm not going to be one of them, but I've had this conversation with 3 or 4 people at these functions, and 75% of the people paid the money. So what do I know? And guess what? Let's understand this though. Their life hasn't changed any different than mine. I promise you that. They paid the money and they still have hope, looking for some change. They ain't got it yet. They've been in it 2-3 years, but they did pay the 20K. And as far as my last meetings with these people, nothing's really changed for them other than they're $20,000 poor and get to say they're in the group. But anyways, sorry about that little rant there, but I'm just saying that this was funny at best because he has to go through the whole smear on how his mother did this, passed away while he was 9. He was going to promise the mom this, and then the dad beat him up. He got roided out at a young age and left home. I mean, this guy paints the story like it's supposed to be painted. This dude's an artist, you know, but I'm not buying what he's selling, and neither should you guys. You guys shouldn't be buying what he's selling. And I can tell you one thing. If you guys want, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go on record, and before I close this video, I think 2022, I said this several weeks ago, is going to be a very rough year in the markets, in the housing market, in the stock market, in just about everything. We just have so much uncertainty. Gas prices going crazy, oil stocks going up crazily, then all of a sudden plummeting like crazy. I mean, there's just really no clear investment that I can tell you to invest in other than sticking to putting money in on the dips in the market and, you know, maybe laying low for a little while, building up some cash. And when some of these big growth dividend stocks, just throw out some names. I'm not telling you to buy these. Some of them that come to the top of my head that have really taken huge hits. Even Apple's taken a little bit of a hit lately. 3M has taken a hit. Gosh, what's the other one that I follow? Johnson & Johnson's been pretty stable. Titan International, guys, I'll tell you that. Titan International, the ticker symbol's TWI. I've done a lot of research on that, and that's something that looks pretty, like you can't go wrong on Titan International. It's priced right. And I want to thank Tom Stocks for that advice. Thank you, Tom Stocks. Who else? Gosh, I didn't really come on here to give a whole lot of investment and almost every dividend Starbucks is something interesting. They got a lot of debt on their books, but Starbucks has been beat up a lot. I'm liking 3M. Uh, there's just so many. A lot of people are cutting their dividend. I don't like 22 as a big year. I think this is going to be a year that is a big corrected year. This is going to be a loss. I think we're going to, unless things really turn around crazy, I think we're going to see a lot of loss in the market. We've seen it in the last month. It's been brutal. It's been absolutely brutal. I would tell you guys to hoard money, put it away. If you're ever just looking place to park money, it's a monthly dividend stock. I like O Realty. I do like O Realty. I'm not going to lie, you get a dividend each and every month. So guys, take that as your free passive investment. Cut your expenses. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on how to save money on things you don't really need. Won't be a Christopher Mitchell video, but it'll be a good video. I think y'all enjoy and may give you some ideas. If you guys are going through tough times right now, my heart's with you. I mean, things, are fine here, but I mean, it's just crazy when you pay more for a gallon of milk than you did for a gallon of gas on that particular day, which was well over $4 for milk and well over $4 for gas. So what I'm saying is inflation's going crazy. You guys be frugal with your money, make smart decisions. Do not give it to Christopher Mitchell. Invest in yourself like I always tell you to. And you guys have a great evening. I'll talk to you on the next video.